Why are you able to sell a lease car that you don't own and take out positive equity? I get asked this question a lot. Actually, my own mother, as we're selling her Honda Accord lease last night, trading it in for a new Honda Accord lease, she's asking me, how come I'm able to take this equity? How come the dealership just doesn't make me turn it in? And it's a great question. And the answer to it is, in most leases, let's use Honda for an example, you control the car. So when you lease that car from the dealership originally, Honda Finance, the leasing company, buys the car from the dealer, and then you leave and you never have to go back to that same Honda dealer. You could take that car to any Honda dealer you wanted, and because of that, because you control the car, you can decide which of them gets it, and none of them can force you to give it to them in particular. Then they'll pay you to bring them the car if it has positive equity. Now, if you just show up with the car and hand them the keys and say, my lease is over, I'm turning it in, will they tell you, hey, we owe you money and we want to buy this from you? Maybe not. They may just be happy that you were ignorant and take the car and make all the equity for themselves. But if you know your car has value, which is why it's very important to do an equity evaluation before your lease is up, which is just comparing the car's trade value to its current payoff or residual value to see if it has any positive equity, then you can execute a trade, you can sell it. There is some important things to know. As far as who you can sell it to. So different leases and different leasing companies have different restrictions. So let's keep with Honda as the example. Honda Finance has what's called a third-party sale restriction. So that means you can't go and take your Honda and sell it to CarMax or sell it to Toyota or sell it to some other brand. You can only sell it back to a Honda or Acura dealer, same company. But you can't just sell it anywhere. So they restrict you, but you can still pick whichever Honda or whichever Acura dealer you want to sell it to. So you still have the power to sell it or trade it. If you want a new Honda, you just do a trade like my mom did last night. If you wanted a different brand car, then you could technically just sell your Honda to the Honda dealership and get your new car somewhere else. And instead of having the equity applied to lower your new payment, you just put that equity in your bank account and you have the money to pay the higher payment. So it's almost the same difference. There could be some tax implications and things like that, but you can just split the process to get around the third-party restriction. Let's do another example like Toyota Financial. So Toyota Financial works different than Honda Financial. They don't restrict you at all. So if you have a car with Toyota Financial, you can sell or trade it to any dealership you want, any brand, CarMax, Carvana, another brand car. You can get a Honda, you can get a Nissan, you can get a Lexus, anything else you want. Or Lexus and Toyota are the same thing. But that's really cool that they don't restrict. So those are two kind of different options as far as leases that do and don't. A couple others that don't restrict is Mercedes Financial. They don't restrict. Chrysler Capital doesn't restrict up until the last 60 days. So if you have a lease with Chrysler Capital, like a Jeep or a Ram or something like that, just make sure you sell or trade it before you're in the last 60 days of your lease, because that's when they start restricting. Other leasing companies that are not the captive, they're not tied to manufacturers like US Bank and Ally Bank, they suck in my opinion. Like, they raise the price at the end of the lease, so it almost makes it impossible for you to trade it. And not only that, they won't tell you what the quote is, so you can't even do your own equity evaluation. Like, only a dealership can call in and get the payoff quote, so you can't even know if your car has equity because they won't tell you the payoff. So forget those leases. But what I'm talking about is primarily captive finance companies like Honda Financial, Toyota Financial, NMAC, GM Financial, all the ones, the manufacturer-made leasing companies. So that's why you can sell your lease car. You control the car. You pick which dealer you go to. Or which dealer gets it. So that's where the power lies, and that's why you can sell it. Obviously, who you can sell it to depends on who your lease is with. I hope this was helpful, guys. If you need my help either selling or trading your current lease, doing an equity evaluation, finding your next car, I have a lot of ways to help you. Please check the link in my bio. You can book a call with me today to see if we're a good fit to work each other. I'm Adam the Lease Guy. Please like, subscribe, and come back for more.